Good morning, folks. Crikey, it's not even 8 o'clock. It's about 5 to 8 on whatever day this is. I know it's a Wednesday. Yeah, it's a Wednesday because I've just put out the recycling and it's big bin day today. So that's all done. I've just made a coffee. If you can hear a noise above me, it's Mark banging about. When we bought this house, it was advertised as having no creak floorboards. Obviously, they creak. In fact, they creaked pretty early on. We got someone to screw them down in the first few weeks. But anyway, he doesn't have light feet. When he's in the caravan, I mean, it's like the caravan's going to fall over. I can walk around the caravan without any movement. But when Mark walks around, it's... Anyway, it's new furniture day, as you can see from these brown boxes. I'm afraid I had to get up early today because the IKEA delivery was due from 7 to 11. And Declan and somebody, there was someone called Declan, and then there was another man, a more mature man. I think Declan, I don't know if Declan was the more mature man and the young lackey was the younger man who wasn't called Declan. Anyway, I had to get up early. Fortunately, I was up and dressed and ready to receive the package. So it's a new table. I know I've said I don't like IKEA anymore, but needs must when the devil farts in your face. So we've got a new table. It's not a huge one, but it does expand. It's not much bigger than you can see. It just goes up a bit further. So I'm going to have a sip of coffee, and I don't know what to do about it. I was going to assemble it in the kitchen on this bit of carpet that we've got, but that bit of carpet's dirty. I don't know. Anyway, here's the box. Here's the box of bits. Oh, lots of lots of bits in my bag. I haven't woken up yet, folks. I'm going to sleep a lot later, last few days. It's been after midnight. I don't know what's wrong with me. Right, I also bought this, but this is how it was delivered. Not in a box. Because IKEA are quite expensive. It was £25 to have this small table delivered. It's in 2 parcels, you see. And we do have an IKEA relatively close, but Mark couldn't be bothered to go. So we paid the £25 postage. So I thought, well, I'll add something to it and to see if the postage goes up. So I added a few items and the postage stayed at 25 quid. So I thought, well, I'll get a few. I didn't get much. I just bought some more screws. I needed some screws. And oh, I can't open it. It's doodah. They've all come out of their respective compartments. So I bought some more screws. I've got some screwing I need to do. I also bought these because they're for the bottom of the table and chairs. But then I realised after I bought these, they weren't much less than £1. I realised I had these better ones. So these bigger ones will be going under the legs of the table. I recently did all the chairs, removed the old felt pads because they'd all worn, cleaned all the chair legs up and put new ones on. So I don't need to put any on the chair. And this is a new doodah. I thought it's quite good. Again, it wasn't much money, but I want something. This is a bucket, but I'm not planning on using it as a bucket as such. But it's a cleaning caddy. Nice. I like that green, don't you, folks? So you get this bit that comes out so you can put your polishes and your cleaning stick things in there. But also I thought I could put some larger things in the bucket, see, and use that to store my cleaning stuff. So I can take this around the house and do some cleaning with it. Oh, why won't that fold down? Oh, there we go. So that's it's a new item in IKEA. I do like that's a lovely two-tone green. So folks, where's my coffee? Let me just take a swig of my black coffee. And we'll get this package open. Because it's recycling day, if I get all this open, I can put this out with the recycling and get rid of it. I'm assembling the table in the kitchen on this old offcut of carpet that we use as a doormat. I've vacuumed it so it's clean enough. I just wanted to protect the top of the table I didn't want to assemble this on a floor. So you really should protect your furniture on an old bit of carpet, or assemble it in a carpeted room, or put an old blanket on the floor just to protect it, because we don't want the top scratching before we've even assembled it. This table is, I've no idea how you pronounce that, Ekadalen, and this is the white one. I think you can get it in black and an oak finish. This is a smaller one. They do a larger one, but this does extend. This is perfect for 4 people, but you can extend it, so 6 could sit on this table. Right, anyway, I'm not going to go through this in slow motion. I will assemble it in front of you and speed it up, so hopefully if there's any swearing you won't hear it, because I'll put a little plinkety plonk tune over the over the footage. Whoever checks, I never ever comment below, do you ever check the list of parts before you assemble furniture? I never have done. I just hope that they're all here. Normally they are. So, without any further ado, let's turn to page 4. No, it's page 5 to begin the actual assembly. I need a screwdriver, Phillips type screwdriver, and I need to start screwing things into the top of the table. That's the table assembled. I just need to check the extended thing works. So if we release the catch, something should pull out. Ah, there we go. That's it. So far so good. And then we can take the extended bit. How does that go on? I think it goes on this way, perhaps. Yes, it must go on that way. And that's clicked in place. Wow, that's a nice big table. We're never going to, well, we'll might need it if we have guests, but normally it's going to be in the condensed position. This will be an ideal table for assembling some Lego. I've got tons of big Lego sets that need assembly, and this, yeah. Got a tablecloth coming today, and also a table protector that you cut to fit some of these, I don't know, sort of rubber and foamy thing. So I've got a protector that fits the table in its condensed form, and then a tablecloth is for the table in its condensed form. I might at some point have to buy a tablecloth to fit the whole table in its biggened form. It's a big one, isn't it? Right, how do we store it away? Because this extended bit lives inside. So I think we have to release the catch. And I think this side up, I think it slides in like this. Yes, wow, it fits. And then if I slightly raise the table, that's moving because it's on the carpet. There we go. And there we are. Really pleased with that. It went fairly straightforward. As long as you follow the instructions, you know, carefully, check them, do it slowly, don't rush. Just make sure you've got the correct size screw, and you should be fine. So when I put this in situ, I must ensure that the extended part is facing front. So it means I'm going to have to flip the table around to put it where it's going to go. But all in all, yeah, seems like a solid table, and it kind of goes with the unit that we've got. So yeah, really pleased. Well, my darlings, it's now Tuesday and I've decided to make a cake. Well, make a cake is pushing it. I'm just going to be adding some ingredients from a packet mix, mixing them up and shoving them in the oven. So I've put in the melted butter equivalent of 60 ml of oil. So I don't use the oil in these, I just melt the butter, it's fine. So I just got to add a bit of water and then the cake mix, and today I'm going to be making the orange cake mix. So to the 60 ml of melted butter or oil, I'm adding 200 ml of water, and then I'm going to open up the packet of cake mix. I've already greased and lined my loaf pan. So these are just, I just make like loaf cakes with these mixes. You can make round cakes or probably buns, but I just make a loaf cake and then I can slice it up and have some with my fruit and yogurt for pudding. If I was to make a Vicky sponge or something, then obviously I would make a round cake and fill it and ice it and whatever. Oh, it's got bits in it. I don't know what those bits are. I think they're actually bits of orange pieces, maybe orange peel in there. Right. So I think we've got to mix it for one minute using an electric whisk, or 1 to 2 minutes using a hand whisk. Right, there we go. It did splatter some mixture all over me for some reason. Just have to wipe that off. Oh, this never happened to Fanny, did it? I bet Fanny didn't get stuff splattered all over her haute couture. Right, not that I'm wearing haute couture, of course. No, I'm wearing a scruffy fat face jumper. I've gone right off fat face because one of my jumpers, similar to this, oh, it's gone everywhere, developed a big hole in it, and I hadn't worn it that much. Right, I'll put those beaters in the dishwasher. I'm going to add the rest of this packet of Billionaire's chocolate chips mix. There's not many in, but I might as well use it up. This has toffee chunks and gold pearls, as well as whatever else is in it. Chocolate chips mixed with chocolate drops, chocolate coated toffee flavoured candy, gold sugar pearls and white chocolate drops. But by the time they're baked in this cake, there won't be many per serving. So we'll just mix that in by hand using the old spatula, and at the same time making sure all the mix around the edges of the bowl is incorporated. There we are, and now I can get my doodah. The oven hasn't quite reached temp yet, so we'll just pour that in. I'm surprised to see big chunks of, I assume it's like orange peel in this. Of course, this is no substitute for making your own cake, but I'm lazy. It's just quick to do these Wright's packet mixes. Don't really have to smooth that over because it's quite a runny-ish batter. So there you go. That's what it looks like. There we are, before we put it in the oven, and the oven will reach temp in a few minutes, and then we'll pop it in. Well, the cake's out of the oven and not quite cool yet, but I'll cut into it and we can have a look inside. That looks very nice indeed. But I won't be having any of it yet because that's going to be part of my pudding. I haven't had my one meal a day. So I think it's almost time for that. So I'm going to find something to eat, and then I'll be enjoying one or two slices of this with some yogurt and fruit. Well, the postie has just dropped this into my slot. I was expecting it from Amazon, but I wasn't expecting the postman to deliver it. So I know what it is. It is the DVD of An American Werewolf in London. I saw this film quite a few years ago, and although I'm not a fan of the horror genre, I didn't mind this one because it's also got a bit of comedy in it as well. And I was reminded of this film because one of those YouTube videos popped up on my feed quite by chance, and it was this American who came to England to visit some of the filming locations. The first place he went to was Wales, and he's had a lot of stick because he put in the title Wales, England. Well, most people commented that Wales isn't in England. It's attached to England, but it is a separate country. So anyway, he won't do that again. So he went to Wales to see where the first part of the film was filmed, where the two Americans were backpacking, and then it moves on to London. And I wanted to watch it again after I was reminded of it, because I want to be reminded of 80s London, because I do remember London in the 80s as quite a small boy being dragged there, and it was a lot different to the London of now. I mean, I've been to London many times since, and it's not quite the same. I still enjoy going to London. I never want to live there, but I thought this would remind me possibly of some of the 80s London that I remember. So that's why I bought that. It's an 18 certificate, so I better watch myself. Well, I'm not going to watch myself watching it. This isn't Gogglebox. No, I am over 18, so I'll be okay. But I'll have to think of an event. Mark's, I think, going away next weekend or the weekend after that. So when there's nothing on TV on Saturday night, I'll pop this in and enjoy a bit of 80s horror / comedy. Well, I've got another delivery. Some of it's in here. I'll show you what that is in a minute. It shouldn't be in there. It's a delivery from Home Bargains. This is 12.6, well it's probably about 12.3 now, kilograms of suet pellets with mealworms. This was delivered a few minutes ago, and unfortunately, I don't know how he did it, but my every driver, Simon, managed to, well, the box split somehow. I don't know how the box split, but it ended up with all this lot on my front step, so I wasn't bothered. I said, no, it's all right, I'll sweep it up. It's only for the birds, so I've managed to save it all. It's clean enough. It's only going to be thrown onto the bird feeder and onto the ground. I'm sure the robins and other birds will be able to peck out what they want. So anyway, I didn't really want it to have to reorder it, so it's fine. Just lost a little bit. So these things happen, don't they? I've got another couple of boxes as well. They're from Home Bargains, both of them. That's one. Oh, and that's two. We have a Home Bargains about 5 minutes away in the car, a newish one that replaced the smaller Home Bargains that was over the road. But unfortunately, living with someone who only enjoys shopping for shoes and cheese makes it difficult for me to ask, well, can we go to Home Bargains? I have done in the past. Sometimes he will drop me off and wait in the car park with a book while I fill my trolley. But I thought I'll just get some things ordered. Mainly, I wanted to get some more bird food. I wasn't going to keep feeding the birds. But then there's this little robin that expects it now. And robins recognise you, apparently. They can recognise human faces. And this robin has I don't think I'll get to the stage of being able to hand feed the robin. But the robin doesn't fly away when he sees me. He just looks at me and chirps, saying, "Where's my food?" So I feel obliged to keep buying them food. So that's why I've got that big box of suet pellets with mealworms. Oh, crikey. That's a lot of useful packaging. More stuff spilling out. Oh, dearie me. Right, so I've got two Astonish Oxy Active. Now, of course, you can use this in the washing machine, but I've got this to help bleach yellowed plastics, but it needs to be a sunny day. I've done it in the past with white yellowed plastic vacuum cleaners parts, and I've soaked them in the sunshine in some hot water and this activated oxygen stain remover, blah blah, and it tends to whiten up the stuff, which is good. You can't really buy, well, you can, but not very widely available. Yes, I don't know, some of this, not a lot, some of it's come out. This is Razzle Dazzle Daz. But this is for hand wash and twin tubs. But I've got this for a specific washing machine, or washing machines. New Razzle Dazzle Daz, extra power to clean. Right, so there's that. Some of it's spilt, but never mind. As you can see, this is just an airer that will go onto the radiator. It was less than £4, but I'm thinking it might go over my banister in my bedroom as well. I saw a tip on, I don't know if it's on Instagram or something, about drying clothes, and they had one of these on the banister, and of course the banister's quite high up in the house and heat rises, so you know, you could dry a few bits and bobs on there that you don't want to put in the dryer. So there's that. Right, let's get on to the main event, the big heavy box. Right, what have I ordered? Oh yes. Right, this, it is a bit large. They didn't do a smaller one, but this is a pet crate mat. And it seems to be a sort of a waterproofy thing. Yeah, it looks alright. It wasn't expensive. This is, we don't have a pet crate, but we do have the dog carrier that goes in the car. And the pad that we use in that's a bit worn. So I'm thinking, although this, I'm glad it's like this though, because I will have to fold up. It probably, like this, it will fit in the dog carrier, and then it gives them a little bit of, you know, extra comfort around the sides. And then on top of this, we normally put, you know, a fleece blanket. So that's for the dog's comfort when we're travelling in the car. Oh yeah, they're a bit small. I need these for packaging when I'm selling stuff. Yeah, it's 20 metres, but it's not very wide. It's only 300mm, 30cm wide, but it's 20m long. So I needed some more bubble wrap. I've got quite a lot for bigger items, but again, it was pretty cheap. Throw those out the way. Oh, I think I'm missing something. Well, I haven't seen it yet. It could be at the bottom. I like these Dishmatics. This one has a handle plus 6 refills. So I've still got one of these in use and a few refills, but I think it was cheaper to buy the actual handle and the refills. So basically with these, you fill the handle with your washing up liquid. Oh, it's a different colour. So this pops open, look, like that. And you fill that with your washing up liquid, and you can see, because it's clear. And then you can scrub your pans, and you know, it puts washing up liquid. Obviously you need to use water with it as well. So that's my Dishmatic. Then Naughty Boy. I've got, well, they've just thrown it in, haven't they? Can you see this? It's just thrown in. Oh, I know I shouldn't, but 2 chocolate oranges. And something else a bit naughty. I just was browsing and I was quite hungry. I don't know if I got 1 or 2 of these. I did get 2. Milky Bar Raspberry Ripple Ice Cream buttons. How old are you, Roger? Some more cleaning things. I could have done with this when I was giving my little Tefal mini oven a good scrubbing. Non-scratch 4 Brights scouring pads. Always useful to keep some scourers under your sink. Oh, and I don't know, I must have been scouring mad. Couple of elbow grease scrubbing pads. I think I'm getting ready for spring cleaning. I think that's what I was thinking of. Oh crikey, there's 3. I don't know if I ordered 3. I'll have to check back. I think I only ordered 2 of those. And I think they might put one in by mistake. But so far I think I could be missing something. Unless it's right at the bottom. Yeah, I'm missing something. Oh, how about, no, yes, I have opened that box. Yeah, oh no, I'm not missing it. Oh, it's okay, I was expecting it to be sort of loose. This is a feeding placemat in silicone. Now this is not for the house. This is for the caravan. Yes, that's what I expected, although I was expecting a grey one, not this bluey colour, but it'll be okay. It's just for the caravan. It's just to put the dog water bowl onto, so they're not sort of spilling water onto the caravan floor or carpet. So that's for the dogs. So I've got the thing for the dog's travel case thing, for the floor of that, to keep them comfy. And we've got this, oh, I can't be bothered putting it back in the box. I will have to check, there's no invoice. People, they don't supply invoices these days, do they? A lot of the time, so I'll just have to check back on my email. So it's more bird food, sunflower hearts. I've got 2 of them. Then I've got some more suet pellets. But instead of mealworms, these are suet pellets with berries. And did I only buy 2? I must have only bought 2. Just bought 2 more Tassimos, a Costa Latte and a Costa Cappuccino, because I've nearly run out of my Tassimo coffee. I haven't got very much at all. More bird food. As I said, the main reason was to buy bird food. That was the main reason of my order. So I've got No Mess, Robin and Songbird. A couple of packs of them. And 3 packs of, I think that's Niger seed. A wild bird feed with a high energy boost, attracts a wide range of birds, including tits and finches. So 3 of them. Like that, there we go, 3. I'll put them back in there for now. And then finally, I'm not sure why, I haven't got a wallet. I lost my wallet a while ago. And I've been just using my iPhone case that's got some slots in it for my one debit card. But I saw this, branded JCB, built to last. But this says it's RF blocking. This is an RF blocking. Have you heard of that? Well, oh no, it's an RFID blocking wallet. Helps protect sensitive information stored on RFID enabled credit cards from being illegally scanned. RFID means radio frequency identification. Personal and banking information is stored on RFID chips in passports and credit cards. Criminals can easily scan these chips from a distance, taking the information like a digital pickpocket. This allows them to perform identity theft and other digital crimes. I don't know if it works, but I liked it because it's got a little zipped bit. If you have any coin on you, you can just slot, or you could put something else in that zipped compartment. And I've got space for cards, and if I ever have any cash, space for some notes. So yeah, that's fine. I'm going back to London on my own. I'll tell you about that another time. Not until October though. So I don't think this is something that happens to most folk, but I will be going on the underground, and I don't want anyone scanning my cards and stealing my identity, although why they'd want to be me is another matter. I can't imagine anyone wanting to be me. I don't want to be me sometimes. So there you go, that's my home bargains haul. I'm going to sort all this out, check my email just to make sure I've got everything I ordered. And then my stomach is saying, I need my dinner. Well folks, I think I better go because you've had far too much excitement in one video. I should have made this into a series. You've seen me assemble a table, I've baked a cake, I've opened a DVD, and we've had a home bargains haul. Wow, what a fun-packed video this has been for all my viewer. Anyway, I am cooking. I'm not going to show you what it is, but if you want to know, I've selected a macaroni cheese from the Cook range. I'm going to have some vegetables with it, and depending how I feel, I might have a giant Yorkshire pudding. I know it's a bit odd, isn't it? But sometimes I get one of those big Yorkshire puddings and put stuff in. Often it would be like beans and veggie sausage and mashed potato inside a big Yorkshire. But I do sometimes put pasta in, and I have had big Yorkshires filled with macaroni, cheese and vegetables. And I am quite hungry. It is my only meal of the day. So I think I will pop a Yorkshire pudding in with my macaroni cheese about 5 minutes before the macaroni cheese is finished. So I'm already looking forward to that. I hope that's not made you hungry, I'm sure. Well, just try it, honestly. Get a big giant Yorkshire and just, you can put anything you want. You can even have, I've never tried it, but you can have a Yorkshire pudding with a dessert, as a dessert. I'm wondering whether you could have it like with, I don't think rice pudding, but a Yorkshire pudding with ice cream in it, and maybe a hot fudge cake with ice cream inside a Yorkshire. Is that going too far? I don't know. I think that's going too far. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed a little glimpse into my sad life, and I'll see you all very, very soon for the next video. Bye for now.